And DD India's Amit Mukherjee joins us on the story from New Delhi. Amit, as tensions in the region remain dangerously high, Israel says that regime change is not an objective of this war. It can be a result, though, but not an objective. So what is being hinted here?
That is right, Tanvi. If you look at the whole situation, the prime objective now, is to stop Iran from acquiring a nuclear weapon. Now, talks have been on between US and Iran for almost more than 2 months, in fact, more than that. And they have been, the US as well as the Western allies were up against Iran's plan to acquire a nuclear weapon. I mean, they have constantly been saying that Iran should not be allowed to acquire the nuclear weapon. Now, that is the prime objective, not allowing. In fact, if you look at what happened at the G7, gathering, also a joint statement was issued by all the member countries, which said that at no cost should Iran be allowed to weaponize as far as with any kind of a nuclear weapon. So the prime objective out here is to stop Iran from, making a nuclear bomb which the world perceives, so that the Western allies perceive as a very big threat to humanity as well as for the world peace. So that is the objective. But at the same time, Israel and its allies, which includes US also, it's keeping its options open. That in case, the objective has to be achieved by, eliminating somebody or taking out somebody, they will not, step behind. So they will go ahead with that also. But at this point in time, the prime objective of everybody who are against Iran acquiring nuclear weapon is to stop them at any cost. Tanvi?
Okay. Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei sees his inner circle hollowed out by Israel. What does it say about Iran's position in the conflict militarily? Will strategic decisions of Khamenei be affected?
Well, Tanvi, again, coming back to the last question, what is the objective? Whether it is to eliminate a top leader to stop the nuclear program, or just to stop the nuclear program by decimating the infrastructure out there. Now, this message of killing all these top leaders of Iran, which includes intelligence, top shots, elite military chiefs and all, is to send a signal across to Ayatollah Khomeini that, look, we are capable of striking your, most valuable assets, which also includes, top leaders in the military system. So, I mean, it is a message that is constantly being sent across to Ayatollah Khomeini to surrender, which again Trump has said in as many words, that they should stall the nuclear program and unconditional surrender right now, stop the war. So, I mean, this is a, very, very sort of a calibrated approach by Israel to send a signal across to Khomeini that we know where your leaders are, we know where you are, and we can target you anytime, provided, we'll not do that provided you surrender and, stall your nuclear weapon, because the West is now perceiving that Iran is just a few days, behind creating a nuclear weapon. Its capabilities are quite well, documented as far as intelligence reports are concerned. Tanvi?
Okay. And lastly, do you think United States will get itself involved directly in this conflict?
Well, Tanvi, if you look at the situation, it's only US that can bring an end to this war. Because we are looking at, to understand what exactly the war entails, we have to understand the infrastructure which are involved out here. The nuclear facilities which Iran has are some of the most well-guarded and very, very, sort of well-protected nuclear facilities. Now, Israel has already attacked the Natanz nuclear facility and has decimated it to quite an extent. It has been destroyed significantly. But the largest Iranian asset is the one at Fordo. Now, the Fordo nuclear facility is in fact below almost 300 feet under the ground. And it is one of the targets which is impenetrable. And even Israel, the kind of armaments Israel has, the weapons Israel has, they will not be able to touch the facility out there. Now, even apart from the facility, even if somebody is hiding there, to take that person out, Israel doesn't really have the capability. In fact, no other country except US. That country has the capability of striking targets which are deep penetrated under the earth, like maybe 300, 400 meters, feet down the earth. And, if a logical conclusion as far as this war is concerned, it has to be ended. Only US can do it, whether it's decimating the nuclear facility of Iran, which is, again, like I mentioned, 300 feet below the ground at Fordo. Or even if they want to, like, they are saying it would, killing somebody is not a, objective, but if somebody is hiding out there, even if you want to take that person out, only US has the capability, whether it's delivering assets out there through stealth platforms and then attacking the facility, only US can do it because it has got some of the most sophisticated weapons like the B-2 Spirit and then bunker busters, which can penetrate deep under the earth and destroy, targets. So, I mean, US's role is very, very crucial now. I mean, what right now is happening, everybody and who are involved in this Iran-Israel conflict, including the Western countries, they are looking at the pros and cons. That also includes US. US is also gauging the, public sentiments as far as, if it goes ahead attacking Iran, what is the outcome of it? And it's also gauging through through Israeli intel, whether Iran's, population of Iran, the citizens of Iran are also in favor of a regimental change of regime in Iran.
Yes.
Because, apparently there are a lot of reports that they are also tired of war. They have also been tired of conflicts which have been raging now for years together. And tensions, I mean, that absolutely disrupts the normal life as far as citizens is concerned.
Yes.
So US now is gauging all pros and cons. And it is only US, if it steps in, can a logical end to this war be seen, because it has the capability of doing what is required, as far as their objective is concerned.
Okay, thank you very much, Amit Mukherjee, for your analysis on this conflict.